Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fate and Folly, The Chosen Ones, a fable about four souls and the threads of fate that bind them, who are destined to save a dying world. And I'll let the cast introduce themselves.
Hello, I am Jays, and I am playing August, the Ranger Beastmaster, who is also a Haragon. I said that out of order, but we're just gonna go with it.
What's up? I'm Block. I am playing Agatha Garrett, the 16th, the half-orc barbarian. Illrigger. Wait, no, sorry. The half-orc Illrigger slash sorcerer. I was thinking of someone else. Anyways.
One of those. I am Winter Animosis. I am playing Linnea, the succubus bard.
And I am Diddy, your DM. So last session, the party had wrapped up their combat in the Wildsbane camp against the demons, the demon copies, and the poachers. Agathor came to the rescue with mammoths and yetis. Linnea almost died, and August used plot point to contact Father Forest, or the Father of the Forest, for divine intervention. He was unable to provide aid, but Vanakanakanov, the red dragon you saved in hell, showed up to the rescue, burning your enemies. The party then searched the camp, and Linnea found some sheet music. August found some serpent scale armor, and Violin interrogated a dead demon. And Agathor found a bunch of gold. Vanakanakanov needed the party to share a deep truth to prove who they were. And Agathor admitted to stroking the tails of his companions while they were asleep because it helped comfort him. Violin revealed he has no intention of actually leaving this plane. August told her that in the past, he has spared the Wildsbane members, but told the elders otherwise, and he's not sure if the path he is on is just. Linnea admitted she came to the mortal realm seeking adventure she once had, looking for someone, looking for love. Vanakanakanov was sent here by Linnea's husband. Things have gotten bad in hell. There's an all-out civil war. This might be the last time that he had the power to send someone here. She will leave with her wormling to raise him in this realm, and you guys told her to go to Frostbite. August completed a ritual, changed Rocky from a stag to a green anaconda, and then put on his serpent scale mail armor. And Agathor talked to Violin, and they each asked each other of a favor. Linnea trained Esmeralda to fly, and you all long rested and leveled up to 11. Once you emerged from the mountain pass and into the desert of Quelia, the airship could not stay aloft, and you were forced to land until the temperature cools down. Violin made the airship into a sled, and Violin was polymorphed by Linnea and turned into a T-Rex and pulled your big airship to Tatooine Village, where there were three factions fighting over a well. Lindy and Rocky are also with you guys when you disembarked from the airship. Linnea was reunited with Yotisa, her ex-partner, who told Linnea and the rest of you that her bloodline belongs to an ancient order of protectors of the Sister of the Sands, the goddess of Quelia. She was summoned back by her goddess, and it was not her choice. She believes that she is here to aid with this conflict that's going on in her country, this civil war. The Yellow Faction is the standing army of Quelia. They support Empress Zhao and her bloodline, who have ruled Quelia for generations. The Orange Faction, they call themselves the True Dynasty. They support their own elected leader, General Shu. They are revolutionaries that oppose the Empress, calling her weak. They believe that they lost a great war against Finvar because of her leadership. The White Faction, where Yotissa belongs, are the protectors of the goddess. They are neutral, and they are currently fighting, trying to, with the well situation with the water. They believe it should be for all, and they care for the lands and the people of Quelia. They've been trying, this White faction has been trying to peacefully resolve each conflict as it arises, but to bring any lasting change, they need to contact the goddess. But nobody has seen or heard from her in many, many years. The Yellow and Orange factions have used this to their benefit, claiming she has abandoned us and their faction is the only hope of safety and security. Currently, both factions are laying claim to the well of Tatooine Village. The Yellow faction claim that they own this well and can tax those to use it. The Orange faction need use of the well for their own forces, is what you've been told. You guys had then just said, how can we help? And that's where we ended the session. So you're currently off to the side with Yotisa as she's kind of catching you up on what's going on. Meanwhile, other white faction members are holding the yellow and orange factions at bay as they scream at each other about what's going on with this well. Previous plot point was to August. This session's plot point goes to Linnea. Violin will not be present for this session. So he has actually returned to the airship in an attempt to make modifications to allow the airship to fly in this heat. He will also meditate a little bit as well.
Wendy is back with him.
Huh?
I am sending the child back with him.
Okay.
That's a lot of trust you're putting in him.
It's Violin.
Yeah.
If anyone's gonna go on a murderous rampage to protect the child, besides Agathor, it's going to be him.
Fair enough. Alright, so Lindy returns to the airship with Violin. So, Yotisa has just told you all of this. You can see that there are faction members yelling at each other by the well. And, what do you guys do? Do you have any questions for Yotisa?
Oh. I think I already asked her most of the things I wanted to ask.
I'm just gonna go up to Linnea and be like, tell them that we're here to rescue the goddess and to just share the water for now. Tell them, or at least tell your person, interest, contact, friend? What do I call them?
Any of the above? I already told her that we'd help try to find the goddess, but that faction doesn't care if the goddess is back. They say they've abandoned them and are using that fact to their benefit, so they'd be upset by that. And the other faction will just say that they own the well regardless.
Do we have any kind of proof that we've rescued the other gods?
I don't think that's gonna matter, but I have an idea. One faction wants to use the well because the gods banned them. One faction says they own the well. What if, hear me out, we just take control over the well? And if they have something to say about it, then they can talk to us around the corner.
Linnea kind of frowns. Yotisa, do you have a problem if we just take over the well and let everybody use it?
Hey, sit there, love. We've been trying to do this, without this bloodshed.
Oh, don't worry.
Peacefully, if we can, possibly. So many have already died in this civil war. Unnecessarily.
Do this without bloodshed?
I can introduce you to the leaders of each of the factions who are representing their factions here. Perhaps you can speak to them?
That would also be a good idea.
Question: are the leaders by the well currently?
Yes, they are the ones that are currently the closest to each other, in the forefront, yelling.
Do they have any second in commands?
No, it's a pretty small party, so just to one leader, and then the rest of them are gathered around behind them.
All right. I have an idea.
Following your lead.
I'm going to go tell them a story. See if peace can win out.
Alright, I'll be ready for the intimidation factor if needed. Don't worry, it
So
will
anyways, Linnea.
Yotisa will point out to you while you're approaching them.
Yep.
The leader there of the yellow faction, that's Corporal Kane, and the leader of the orange faction, that wee feller there, that's Mr. Peabody.
I see. Thank you. Linnea is going to approach the arguing masses, and she's going to try to start narrating a story to get everyone's attention. And I'm going to be specifically using the 3rd level bard feature, Enthralling Performance. If I do a performance of any kind for at least 1 minute, I can attempt to inspire wonder in the audience. At the end of the performance, I choose a number of humanoids within 60 feet who watched and listened to it, up to my charisma modifier, so up to 5. And they must make a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC, or be charmed. And while charmed this way, they will idolize me and speak glowingly to anyone who talks to them.
Okay. So as you begin this story, there is a lot of commotion, a lot of noise, and no one really seems to pick up on what you are saying specifically.
I said I was coming in with backup for the intimidation factor if needed.
I mean, she would. Okay, sorry. She would go close enough to like get everyone's attention, and then she'll start reciting the story. Like,
how do you get everyone's attention? They're all very angry and yelling at each other. They have no attention towards you whatsoever.
Linnea?
By being a complete stranger who's walking up to the 2 leaders of their factions, hands kind of like, "Hey, everyone!"
Can I assist with that by doing a color spray into the sky right behind them?
Okay.
So like as Linnea's walking up, hey everybody, like, and as they put their hands out, they put their hands out, and right as their hands finish moving, color spray, boom, right behind them, like right above them and behind them, just like a cone of color, just.
I rolled to see how they all responded. They got a natural 1, so everyone's quiet, and they're all turning, staring right at Linnea and the color that's enthralling them.
Okay. So they need specifically a wisdom saving throw. DC...
Wait. Where is this story?
I'm sorry, I am not a 20 charisma bard, and I do not have a story on hand.
This is not gonna work. You can't do this without a story.
Hold
on. You can't just tell me. You tell me a story.
Hold on. I think.
Agathor has to scream every time he lights a sword. I think the bard has to be a little charismatic and say something.
That's because I don't care about looking stupid. Okay.
That's fair. He has a good point.
But
oh no, my head's
you gotta say something. You gotta say something.
Tell him the story about how this man of Nazareth made a loaf of bread feed like a gazillion people.
You said they have to listen for a minute, right? So I'm putting a 1 minute timer on. You need to tell me a story that keeps my interest for 1 minute, 60 seconds.
I can't do that.
That's a long time.
60 seconds? I can do that.
I can't. I do not have that capability.
60 seconds for an improvised story? Yeah, that takes some... Ooh, wait. Winter. The Tales of Roa. The Tales of Roa.
I don't remember much on the spot.
Oh, come on! What about the other one? The other one. What about that one? Do you remember that?
All right, once I don't like Google stuff.
Hold on, I'm gonna vamp for a second here because August also has an idea. While Linnea is doing this and getting everyone's attention, we're in a desert, right? Is there a cactus nearby?
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna go up to a cactus.
Before we get too far away from Linnea, there was also another suggestion earlier of proving that you're with, or telling them that you're with the goddess. I mean, a story could be your story as well, if you're trying to convince them to listen to you. Telling them and giving them proof of that is also a very legitimate story. You don't have to, like, look something up or improv something. Just, what would your character say to get these people's attention to then get them on their side? Anyways, August, do you want to go find a cactus?
Yes, and I want to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Which I can do for free once a day. So I'm gonna go up to this cactus and be like, "Psst, hey, this is the first time I've done this. Can you hear me? I don't know how this works."
Yeah, what's up? What do you want?
August recoils in fear. Oh God, I thought it would be. Oh, you're literally talking. Okay. Uh, sorry. You are a very nice looking cactus. Your spikes are spikier than the last cactus I saw for sure.
Oh, you're a little slut, aren't you?
No, a slut for water. Could you tell me if there's any of that around anywhere other than that well in the middle of the town?
I'm not gonna make you roll. That was fucking hilarious. No, y'all. You can see the cactus is right here because that's where the water.
Okay, so if we were like to help them dig a second well, would that mess you up, or would you be okay because you're a cactus, strong and pointy?
You flatter. We be fine. As long as you don't dig right below me.
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks. Do you have a name, or do I just call you like Cactus?
That's racist.
Okay, that's why I asked if you have a name.
And then he goes quiet.
Man, magic is weird. I'm gonna start headed back towards the town square area. So now I have a backup plan in case this doesn't work.
Okay. All right, Lene, well, you have everyone's attention. What? I won't time you for a minute. Just what would you say to get? What are you saying in this situation?
Well, most likely she would be telling a story specifically about a town that needed to share to be able to survive. When they weren't sharing, the town wasn't nearly as prosperous. But in the story, there'll be like someone who prompts them to share, and once they start sharing, things seem to get better, and something along those lines.
Really on the nose.
Yeah, no, it's very on the nose, but like in that sidestepping that it's not here, it's somewhere else, so that they can visualize it without it being my problem. It's that problem.
All right. So what do I gotta roll for this enthralling
Wisdom
performance?
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw for 5 people.
Yeah. The leaders, one person on each side, and I guess one extra in the side that says they own the well.
What's the DC?
17.
Okay. All right. 4 out of the 5 failed.
Which one succeeded of the 5?
The extra one on the other side that you said. Okay. the extra one. Sorry, you wanted the one that it wants to use the well to tax it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the yellow faction. So it would have been the extra one on the yellow faction.
Okay.
So there's 2 on each.
Then as she finishes her story, she'll kind of like clap her hands, step past them to stand next to the well, and turn around. So at least for now, why don't we share with the people that need it? It belongs to everyone. It is from the land, and the land belongs to the people. And all people can live here.
Yeah, man. Linnea, how long does this last for?
Good question.
And like charmed person, do they know that they've been charmed after it's happened?
Nope. While charmed in this way, the target idolizes you. It speaks glowing of you to anyone who talks to it, and it hinders anyone who opposes me, although it avoids violence unless it was already inclined to fight on your behalf. The effect ends on a target after 1 hour if it takes any damage, if you attack it, or if it witnesses you attacking or damaging any of its allies.
Okay, Jesus. All right.
If a target succeeds on its saving throw, the target has no hint that you try to charm it. But it doesn't say they get a hint if they fail, so.
Okay. So it's 1 hour. The the two leaders and the two other people next to them are loving you. Okay. So you kind of show back up to the group, seeing Linnea having told this story there, August, and then immediately two of them like kind of break past the white faction or four of them, sorry, break past the white faction members, and they're applauding hysterically as they walk towards Linnea. Oh, bravo! Say it better myself. Says the Corporal Kane, apparently, in the for the yellow faction, and the short guy walking up. Oh, you're real wise there. Oh, that was a great one. Oh, God, golly, you just showed up at the right time there. Didn't need to tell us exactly what we needed to hear.
She'll give a deep bow. Like it. The land is for all to share. I'm merely here to assist everyone to reap its benefits. Me and my friends, we're here on behalf of the goddesses, and we are looking to try to find out more about what happened in this land.
Sorry, I'm just thinking my. All right.
While Linnea talks to the enthralled people, I want to go up to what was your friend's name, Linnea?
Yotisa.
I'm going to go up to Yotisa and just kind of mention, hey, like, I don't know what exactly Linnea did to make that work, but if for whatever reason they start to disagree again in the near future, just go find like a cactus and dig near it, and you'll get to water. I just went and talked to that cactus over there, which, trust me, sounds insane, but it spoke to me. I told it I was a slut for water, and I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, there's water if you dig.
Oh my god.
Yotisa kind of looks at you, and she puts a hand on your shoulder, and then kind of gives you this quizzical look and puts her other hand on your forehead. You've been
Like to
God
see if
touched.
I've been chosen by the Father of the Forest to... I'm not sure, I think Linnea told you that we've been kind of on a quest to restore the lost gods and goddesses.
Yes, and two of you have been God touched.
And that's why we're here.
Sorry, no, three of you have been God touched.
That's why we came here originally, was to figure out what happened to the Sister of the Sands and hopefully restore her from whichever evil it is that's taken hold.
We've been looking. It'd be great if you could help us with finding her.
Is there any major towns here that have just succumbed to, like, some sort of apocalyptic outcome, would you say? Maybe like an undead horde rose up in the middle of a city, or a lot of people got sick all of a sudden, or everything just kind of dried up and died all at once.
I mean, it's a desert. Everything's already dead. But there was a mutual understanding amongst the cities that you just do what you can and help each other out. And the bandits in the wilds of the sands, they do it. They're just pests. But this war has just torn us all apart. Many have died. Many more will, unless we can awaken the goddess to help us. But we can't find her.
Where is the capital to Qualia?
That'd be Sing.
Shin?
It's it's on the coast. Far to the north. Or east. Northeast.
Well, normally we would take our airship, but it's so hot here that we're unable to fly at the time, so I guess you and Linnea will have plenty of time to catch up for the rest of the day while we wait to take off again at nighttime.
Well, if you can help the people here, I'm sure they'll be able to provide you some steeds. They have camels. And an extra skiff. to help you along your travels.
Alright, what if we went ahead and dug out that other well?
Mighty helpful. Although I believe they would also just lay claim to that one too. The bigger issue is these faction leaders. You have to quell their need and greed.
If I dig up the well, wouldn't I be the person that would be able to put the rightful stake into it?
Perhaps,
claim?
if they look at it that way.
But if they don't, that's a lot of effort for an undetermined outcome.
It is an issue. I'll let you think about that one for a bit there, shall I?
Yeah, we'll figure something out though, I promise.
Alright, back over to Linnea and Agathor, who you have currently the two leaders in front of you. Corporal Kane for the Yellow Faction and Mr. Peabody of the Orange Faction. And you wanted to get more of a history of what's been going on in Quelia? Is that what you were kind of asking?
Yeah.
Corporal Kane just looks to you and says, well, our Majesty, the Empress Zhao, has ruled, and her lineage has ruled these lands for generations, and now there is uprising and betrayal and a coup from this General Shu of the Orange Faction, calling themselves the True Dynasty, and they have declared our Empress unfit to rule and have been attacking and killing us. And then Mr. Peabody will say, yeah, you see, though, the Empress has led us, our people, into just squalor and death, and the war and the battles. We need someone who can truly lead us with strength. General Shu is that.
Okay. So,
But maybe if you tell them this story you just told us, maybe, you're a wise one. Maybe you can also make everyone get along.
perhaps I can. Well, I do recognize the right to choose who rules, and that if you don't agree with what a leader is doing, it's hard to find another way, but it also isn't correct to start making it everyone else's problem and by killing innocents. For now, let's just leave this well for the public. Let them at least take what they need to survive.
Aye, we can do that for now. And you can see Corporal Kane and Mr. Peabody beckon to their remaining troops, who then come and start helping bucket out the well water to the nearby civilians who are coming by and collecting their daily jugs to go home with them.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Peabody pulls on your sleeve, beckons you down lower.
I'll lean down low.
Are you sticking around and putting on another enthralling performance or anything?
I think I may be. I might have to travel the area a bit, but I'll be around. Why?
You just solved this issue so efficiently. Maybe you could also help us a little bit.
What do you need assistance with?
Here, let's go into the nearest tavern and have a drink and talk, get to know each other before we talk business.
Sure.
And Corporal Kane follows. I would also like to speak with drinks and business. And the other two that are friends with you are like holding arm in arm, even though they are on opposite factions, as they skip along to follow their idol, Linnea, to a tavern. Agathor, if you're following, you're kind of like the sad, sixth wheel,
Wheel.
kind of just off to the side, slumped over. No one's paying attention to you.
And
I'm also gonna make my way to this same bar, but I want to make sure to keep myself distant from the group, just to kind of
Okay.
eavesdrop.
the thing that piqued Agathor's attention was they said that, oh, they wanted a leader that can lead them with strength, and they have one of those. All right, Linnea can handle diplomatic things. If we need a new leader, Agathor will square off with whoever he needs to.
Well, they already have a leader. This General Shu. They mentioned his name.
Yeah, but they want someone with strength leading them. And if Agathor beats this General Shu, what happens?
All right. So yeah, you guys all gathered in this this tavern. The townsfolk are relieved that the situation's kind of been dealt with. They're super enthusiastic. They have the water again, and they already have a round of drinks ready for even the faction people you brought with you. Although they do seem a little bit hesitant to be welcoming towards them. And yeah, you guys can sit down amongst your tables. The leaders, Agathor and Linnea, are at one table. The two other people are kind of on a nearby table listening in. It's like leaning over in their chairs. And then August, you kind of walk in separately. And having not been with them the entire time, really, you kind of just are a stranger, but they're not even focused on you. So you can kind of like find a corner.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna grab a table like a few seats away.
Cool.
Just close enough to hear what's going on, but not close enough to be like directly involved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So drinks are abound. They want to just talk about you guys a little bit and know more about you, Linnea. Every time Agathor or you even try to speak up, they immediately cut you off and we don't care and go right back to talking with Linnea about anything about her. And yeah, they want to do that. They're doing it for a good long while. And that's kind of when you realize, Linnea, your spell is running out of time.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think it's actually even magical in nature.
What?
It's... Okay, actually, yeah, no, it is... It is fey magic that makes it look...
Well, okay.
Yeah, this is just a feature. Like...
Oh, then your effect, or whatever it is wearing off. So you have a little bit of time left. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about?
So what was it that you wished to talk business with me for? What problems were you having?
Well, you see, we have, well, he looks over. Corporal Kane, we're friends now. We've shared drinks. Yes, I would indeed say we are of friendship binding friends. Yes, I am intoxicated. Yes, okay, then. We want to strengthen our forces, you see, and we need help with either, wrangling or taming some beasts, or even just killing them so we can, loot their hoard. We've lost some good men already, and I cannot afford to lose any more. So then he kind of pulls out from his satchel. I have a map here to a location for you to go, if you are willing to help them with this situation.
I cannot guarantee that I will, but I can at least give it some thought. And you mind if I take a look at the map?
Roll persuasion.
Second. I'll grab sheet. Persuasion.
Can I give the help action by walking up at this point and saying, I'm an adventurer too, and I'd be willing to help as long as you all agree to keep the agreement with the well the same as it is now.
Well, no, Linnea's not agreeing to help specifically. She just wants to see it, and then she can consider it later. I rolled a 27.
I guess you don't need my help anyway then, huh?
So, August, you start walking up, and then you kind of casually turn to the bar and rest against it kind of situation, order another drink. Linnea, yeah, so they go, Alright, if you're skeptical, I can sweeten the pot. You, with what you have told and the interest of meeting the leader, General Shu, and he beckons to Agathor, meeting our strong leader, I could put in a word for you to possibly have a meeting with our good general.
Well, perhaps I would. So you wish for me to go to a location and assist others in capturing or killing these beasts?
Yes, yes.
I can ask my companions if they are willing to take on this task. I cannot give you a guarantee that we'll go at this exact moment, but I'm certainly interested in helping, especially for such a boon.
Well, when you have made your decision, I will provide you the map.
All right. Well, I will definitely take it into consideration. And I'll look at the other leader. Was there anything else that you wish to discuss with me?
Yes. We have, in our records, heard of a library of infinite knowledge somewhere in the desert called Biblioteca Scientia. We used to possess a map, but it was stolen by the Orange faction. We do believe that there is an entrance, possibly through a cave of sorts. If you can locate this library, that would please our Empress greatly. And you could too have a meeting with her.
Now, finding a library, I could definitely see about doing that. That would actually be quite beneficial. Do you know about what area it was you said?
We don't know. The records were old, and they have been stolen, and we just know that we maybe think that it was through a cave.
Okay. I'll give the orange representative kind of a glance. Do you know anything about this map they're talking about?
Nothing.
Hmm. Well, who knows? Maybe after I assist you with your trouble, I could ask again about the map. We'll see.
Roll a perception. Agathor, you can as well, and I guess August you can, but at disadvantage.
20 flat.
Disadvantage for me too, or no?
No, you're at the table with them.
I got a natural 1 because of disadvantage.
You spill your drink on yourself.
I got an 18.
Alright, Linnea, you would notice that at the mention of the map, Mr. Peabody immediately starts kind of slowly pulling his map off the table and putting it back in his satchel.
Mm-hmm. That's okay, I won't press them on that. We'll just have to agree to the thing and they'll give me the map. Well, it has been a very pleasant night. I do hope that we can get along and that the well can be used for the benefit of everyone.
By the way, it's not even noon yet. It's still early.
I'll order them both lunch.
Well, yes, it's been great. We appreciate you there, Linnea. Yes, you have really been just so wise and such a sage to our people, and then you kind of see them kind of put their drinks down, and they're like putting their hands onto their temples, like they got a big bad headache, kind of rubbing them. And the other two friends next to you are also doing that.
Oh, you've had quite a bit to drink, haven't you? Perhaps you should go lie down somewhere.
Roll me persuasion.
Nat 20 for 34.
Jesus. Yes, we have put it on this morning in celebration of what again? You know what? I'll figure it out after. And Mr. Peabody and his companion trudge off to go to sleep. Yes, a good rest would be wise. Again, wise one? Questioning it, and then Corporal Kane leaves.
They would still remember the agreement they made. They just might be a little confused why they agreed to it.
That's why he's kind of questioning it. So they kind of all disappear, leaving you guys alone in the tavern.
Yeah, so the obvious play is we agree to help the person with the map, and then at the same time help the other person, so that way we can meet with both leaders and see what the hell is going on in this country.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure that we were all thinking the same thing.
Yes, and then if things go wrong, I can just 1v1 the other faction's leader and become their leader.
Okay, sure. I don't know why you're always trying to fight people one-on-one, Agathor, but if it comes to that, I certainly won't stand in your way.
I thought you knew me by now. I guess I was wrong.
I said I wouldn't stand in your way. I feel like that's a pretty good middle ground.
Yeah, but you don't know why I'm doing it. Disappointment.
I mean, I have an idea.
I am an Agathor. It is what we do. Anyways. But that's
So should we just kind of see what else is going around here until they wake up from their quote-unquote drunken nap, or should we go follow the guy with the map and go ahead and tell him we'll help?
Wait, what was it you said?
I said, should we just mingle until they have time to wake up from their quote-unquote drunk nap? Or should we follow the guy with the map now and just tell him that we'll take quest?
Well, I mean, I guess we could just tell them now that we'll take the request. It's up to you.
I think the sooner we can figure out what's going on here, the sooner we save the world.
Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna... Or I guess you can lead the way, Linnea. You're technically the one that... Agreement.
Did I see where they went off to?
They had exited the tavern. When you exit, you can see he's kind of like shuffling down the street. He's very short, and it takes him a while to move. And his companion is kind of trying to help him along. But yeah, you can still see him. He's within eyesight, shouting distance.
Okay. In which case, I will catch up to him and call out to him, Mr. Peabody. Just a moment. One second. Just a moment. I've talked it over with my companions, and I think we've decided we will take on your request.
Excellent. Yes, here, and he hands you a map. I will meet you there.
Much appreciated. Does this look like the same map that he had?
Yep.
Okay. And then I will take a peek at the map.
Okay. When you look at the map, you can see Qualia. You can see various caves kind of drawn on the map in different locations, and X's through all of them except one. This cave is labeled Mortem Cave.
Mm. Okay.
Did he say what kind of beast we were supposed to be?
Nope.
Like that.
Probably a dragon.
Be something.
Well.
Didn't somebody say that they have camels and stuff that we could borrow to get to this location? I don't know how far away it is.
Yeah, what was mentioned about that again?
I think your friend said something about it.
Tisa's been with you guys the whole time. Oh yes!
Oh.
If the intention is to leave, then yes, I can get the camels and the skiff ready for all of us to go. Presumably if you I'd ask myself. If you want me to come, that is.
Absolutely, darling. Please come with us. Your assistance will be lovely.
Roll me perception.
22.
Damn. She blushes hard. With her kind of complexion, it's hard to tell, but you can tell that she's blushing.
Mixes in the snake scale on her face.
Excellent. Okay, I'll go collect them. We can. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And she kind of slithers away.
August just kind of elbows Linnea, and he's like, eh? Eh?
Linnea ignores August for a solid 5 seconds as she's staring after her. Like, sorry, did you say something?
I hate to see you go, but I'd love to watch you walk away. Or slither away.
So, what's the deal with... God, I can't say that. What's the name again? I'm so sorry.
Yotisa.
Yotisa. I don't know why that's not sticking in my brain. So what's the deal with Yotisa? That's the one from Knockin' that you told to... about to Knockin'
Yes, it is.
Somebody from your past here. Places, huh? I'm not
Hey, God,
sure.
idiot.
We'd have to ask the god question.
Not. I don't think there's billions.
Okay.
Not quite Earth size.
No, but still,
What if we account for the entire multiverse?
Yeah.
and too many. Google Black.
That's a lot. Is there any indication on the map of what kind of monster or beast this may be?
I will hand it off to our ranger.
No,
Any
there's no
kind of
indication.
legend or anything? Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Fine. Roll me a survival.
It's not. It's fine. I was curious.
Or nature.
It could just
I guess
be.
would also be fine.
It probably doesn't matter because I got an 8 plus. If it's survival, it is a 15. If it's nature, it is a 13.
You can pick whatever one. So 15. You don't know if it was by accident, but this cave does seem a little bit bigger than the other ones that were drawn on the map.
That doesn't really help me much, but...
Listen, it's going to be a dragon. Guarantee you.
Well, if that's the case, well... morals be damned, we'll either have to make it run off, and if it refuses, because dragons are too damn prideful, fight. Those. Or we hijack this quest altogether and just go straight to the library.
True. There is a good chance that the library might actually just be here.
Also true. Has Yotisa come back with the camels yet?
Yes, she comes back and she goes, "All right, we're all set over here. Come this way, my love."
I'll wave to her and I'll walk over. Did you get the camels?
Y'all are saying love already, huh?
Oh, was that too forward? I'm so sorry again. I getting so ahead of myself. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
No. My apologies. I'm butting into business. It's not mine. I sincerely apologize. You two interact however. You just act like we're not here, right, Agathor? And I elbow Agathor, then I'm like, ow, my elbow.
Thanks for the permission there, August.
Lenia just chuckles.
Agathor is completely clueless to their entire relationship.
This is Linnea's friend who lives with her.
Yeah.
So yeah, she leads you guys through the town, a little village, and there's a team of 4 camels that are set to pull a skiff that does have a rudimentary sail at the center as well that can potentially be used in kind of windy situations. There are kennels, I guess, in the back where you can load the camels in situations where the sail will be better. They, as a village, only have 2 of these, so they've given you 1.
Okay.
That's very kind of them.
Well, Yotsisa has been helping them so much, so they love her here. Okay. So, you guys would also know that because the sun at this point is at its highest in midday, the airship will be unable to fly. But hopefully, your friend Violin is back in the ship, making that something that's possible in the future. So, you guys get aboard the skiff. Running up behind you, you can hear the shuffling. Wait for me! Mr. Peabody shuffles and climbs aboard. I heard you in leaving now. I think it's time for me to go too, then. And he goes and climbs into one of the camel stalls with all the hay, and he just kind of makes himself a little bed, and he falls asleep in there.
Lenia is really tempted to close and lock it. Anyways, I kind of thought he was going to be making his own way there, but that's okay. Well, after you, Yotis. You know the sands better than I.
She walks up to the front, and she kind of whispers into each of the camel's ears, and then climbs aboard. Okay, go forth! And the camels go, and you guys are on your way towards Mortem Cave.
And Violet has no idea where we're going.
Violet is just like, wait, I feel like my friends are leaving me. And you guys are on your own little mini adventure away from Violet.
Before we leave, question: did August, did you buy that shield yet for yourself?
I don't need a shield anymore.
Oh, you didn't buy a shield? Okay. Would you like a shield?
No, I think I'm okay. Now that I have the better armor, I'd rather keep my hands free.
Hey, what if you put the 3rd arm on the snake and give the snake a shield?
That probably put their AC to like 13 or something.
Oh, does that mean that because you changed Rocky? Sorry to interrupt.
Its stats stay the same.
Rocky's armor class will go down because that armor was set to fit the stag.
Hmm.
Not the
I didn't even think
anaconda.
of that. I guess that's up to you, Mr. DM.
I would say you could keep the armor and get it magically enchanted to do that, but right now it's not currently on this version of Rocky. Because that
You
wasn't
could
part of one of
also-
the stipulations when you created it.
That makes
You-
sense.
Could also make the argument that because it was like magically changing the body shape, it could affect the armor, maybe.
Yeah, but I want to do it that it's the opposite of that. You can still do it,
Uh-huh.
but it's now another thing you have to do with the armor.
Yeah, that's fun.
So you just keep the armor, put it in Linnea's bag of holding. And yeah, okay. Anyways, sorry. So you guys are on your way towards Mortem Cave. And during your journey, Yotisa comes up to you as you're standing at the front, kind of looking off, very stoically, Linnea, into the distance, lost in your own thoughts and your imaginations. Yotisa comes up behind you. So there, my love, you've heard so much about my tale of what's been going on. How about you? Can you tell me about what's been going on with you since we were so rudely parted?
Well, she will start going into the story of like how she met all the others in hell. She would remember it more clearly than I do, and she would give more details than I ever could. I think for now she's going to gloss over the fact that she got married.
Smart.
Where's your ring, though?
It's just a magic ring. I don't know. It's on the wrong finger.
Okay.
August, why is Linnea so nervous?
I think you should probably ask Linnea that directly. I don't think it's my place to say.
As she's telling the story, she like wraps an arm around Yotisa, pulls her down to sit.
Wait, Yotisa pulls your arm down?
No, I wrap an arm around Yotisa's hips and like pull her down. Whatever Lamia's hips are, Take a seat. Long story. Excuse to cuddle.
Yeah, and she wraps her tail around you. And yeah, you guys just catch up, and it just feels as if it always did. Do you remember the fires we would stare upon in hell? Look at the sun. Doesn't it just remind you of that magnificence?
Oh, yes, it does. It is such a glorious color. Slightly
Every
different,
day.
but no less beautiful.
The burning on my skin reminded me of you in hell.
So romantic.
Linnea suddenly blushes as she tries not to say something else she thought about. I've thought about you every day of my life. I visited the spots we've been to. I've never forgotten about you.
Well, now we can make
August-
memories here and visit these spots.
We can.
August and Agathor are just at the back of the skiff making the most awkward small talk. I spy something brown.
It's Agathor's pants.
I was gonna say the sand, but close enough.
Sand isn't brown. Sand is like a salmon color.
What sand are you guys both looking at?
It is a very...
Could be
It's
black
sand.
sand, could be
Brown.
white sand, could be yellow sand.
In PEI, we have red sand.
That's one.
I was just gonna say red.
Never eat yellow sand. My mother taught me that.
No, it's
Don't
yellow
be
snow you don't eat.
She didn't teach you about the birds and the bees, but she taught you not to eat yellow sand.
Birds and the bees. What's that?
But all other sands you can eat. Okay. Linnea, after your heartfelt conversation with Yotisa, she does go in for a kiss. Are you receptive?
Oh, absolutely.
And you
August
guys
hugs
make out.
Agathor. And he's like, that's why she was so nervous.
I imagine there's just like nobody holding the reins. We go the wrong direction.
She trusts the camels. They're just going.
Okay.
It's pretty straight. It's a giant desert. It's a pretty straight shot.
Yeah.
As you
Do I get druid vibes from Yotisa, or is she just like really good with animal?
Roll me a wisdom.
Could
Is
be
insight wisdom or is it insight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Insight.
14.
There's a familiarity that you're feeling with her.
Agathor turns to August with the most surprised Pikachu face. But isn't she married though?
August elbows Agathor again and once again hurts his elbow. But he's like, shut up!
But that's not honorable. That's a shit.
Sometimes love transcends marriage. God, what a bad lesson for your first Birds and Bees talk.
Wait. So does that mean I can marry more than one person?
If everybody consents, then yeah, absolutely.
Do you think Violet would consent as well? Me, you, and Violet?
Oh,
Like, that's... I mean, there are certain benefits to platonic marriages, like taxes and insurance. However, I think Violet would sooner attack us.
Anyways, I spy
What?
something
Suddenly,
great.
Violet appears next to you with a priest next to him?
What? Everyone's back. Oh yeah, by the way, we're all married.
Too bad, Violet.
A random cleric shows up to cast ceremony.
That's phenomenal. He would be so fucking angry.
listen, he was charmed into it by a different bard. He has no say. There is no player agency.
Okay. By the way, August, your familiarity is related to the question you were asking as well.
Yeah, I assume much.
Okay. Okay, so you guys continue on your journey, and you all can roll me a perception check.
Let's see if I can roll higher than a 10 this time.
Hey, natural 20 for 31.
All right, the rest of you
Okay.
don't need to roll.
Okay.
I'm rolling in
If
a 27.
that's natural, all right, but natural 20 is still enough. You can see, or the rest of you can all see. There's a big kind of eruption from the sand, like not an active eruption, but you can see there's all been flat, and now suddenly there's like this rise. And this presumably is where the cave is. Outside the cave, you can see 3 camps. There are 2 smaller camps on the outskirts, and you can see yellow and white flags flying for those different factions. And they seem to be watching the main camp from a distance. The largest camp belongs to the one closest to the actual cave entrance, belongs to the orange faction, with a bunch of their orange flags flying. However, there are also other flags flying interspersed with the orange, and those are that of the Wild's Bane.
Of course it is.
How many do we see?
Flags?
Well, it's natural 20. How many people?
Oh, it's a big camp. Not nearly as big as the one that you guys just fought at, but it's still a big encampment. And it's also a mixture of Orange Faction and Wild's Bane. So it's like 3/4 of the force that you would have fought at the Wild's Bane camp. The number of people that are there.
Just to confirm, was the Orange Faction the one that said they had a leader that they want a leader with strength, and that's them, or is that the Yellow Faction?
Yes, that's Mr. Peabody's faction, the one that you guys are currently going to this cave for. That's their task they've given to you.
Okay, so, with my natural 20, does Mr. Peabody still appear to be sleeping?
Unless anyone's woken him, I would imagine he's probably still sleeping.
So I'm gonna get up close to Naya and Agathor, and I guess Yotisa, because she's here now, and just be like, so remember what I said about how we're like, screw this guy over and take the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, the Wildsbane, sure, but the other faction, I mean, I haven't fought anything today. I'm kind of bored.
That will probably change, but we should also maybe see if we can get yellow and white out of here. We just ally together and completely take out the orange faction.
Well, that's the thing. We can take out the orange faction. We could potentially take out the orange faction just by fighting one person.
There is also the chance that they're not actually guilty of anything.
Yeah, that too. So I say, send me in, let me fight their leader, let me win, and I become their leader, and then we leave the Wildsbane, and then we come back and fuck the Wildsbane up later.
I'm pretty sure their leader isn't here. I think Peabody is just a representative. Let's just get a better idea of what's going on. I think.
So where are you guys guiding your skiff? Are you going to the main camp, to the white camp, or to the yellow camp?
I think we should at least go to the other two camps and propose an idea of alliance just in case shit hits the fan.
I mean, yeah, I guess we should warn the locals.
Yeah, so let's go to the are they set up in like a triangle? Like left side white, right side yellow, the point is orange?
No, so the yellow and white camps would be kind of right next to each other. So imagine that triangle, except the two camps are next to each other, so there isn't that third point. Kind of they're on a diagonal away from it. Because white camps aren't exactly like the white faction isn't a bad faction. They're not. They don't they don't dislike them, so they're able to just encamp right next to them. So you could visit both of them at the same time, kind of thing.
Alright, so I say we stop at these two camps first and let's have a quick chat.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What are we gonna do about Mr. Peeble? We'll just hope he stays asleep, I guess. If he wakes up and raises the alarm, then shit just hit the fan a little sooner.
Well, I
When
mean, we
the,
can't exactly raise the alarm from the other camps.
It's within walking distance. Like it's like a you can shout and hear from the other camp. There's a lot more people in the other camp, so it's a little bit overbearing with the noise, but it's not that far away.
Mm-hmm.
They're just significantly smaller, so less forces. But as you approach and you come to a halt with the skiff, you can hear from in the camel barracks, whatever, Mr. Peabody's like, "Arr!" as if he's waking up.
Can I send Rocky in there to grapple him and keep him quiet?
Yo!
No, I could do that. What are you doing? You know what?
I'm not trying to permanently keep him quiet, Agathor.
I'm stealthy.
I mean,
Blade. I'm just playing.
I have perhaps a different idea. This might be dumb, but it also might work. Just keep heading towards the orange camp, and I'm gonna jump out right here real quick. Have a quick chat.
Alright, cool. I'll keep us. I'll start stealthing my way. I'll start stealthing now towards the orange camp to make it so I'm moving more quieter. You know.
Oh, you're going to the orange camp? What?
He said go to the orange camp, so I'm going to the orange camp.
Oh.
No, I was saying August could hop off the skiff and go talk to White and Yellow while y'all move towards Orange to make Mr. Peabody not suspicious.
So you're getting the camels to keep moving.
Wait, so then what are you having Rocky do if you're not going to assist Rocky?
He's not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I'm scrapping that idea.
Oh, okay.
Basically, August just wants to tuck and roll, talk to White Camp really quickly, and then hurry over to Orange Camp. Or White and Yellow Camp, and then hurry over to Orange.
No, alright, man. Looks like we're just openly heading to Orange Camp.
Okay. So August, you roll off, and you head towards the white and yellow camps, and they're all just kind of hanging out, cooking food, and just sitting amongst themselves. They got little scouts kind of keeping an eye out and guarding and watching, and they kind of see you coming. They're like, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Potential ally.
Potential ally who?
My name is August. I'm here with Yotisa. Do y'all know who Yotisa is?
So you're talking, I guess, there's one yellow and one white guard, and the white faction guard goes, Yotisa. Yes, I am familiar with Yotisa.
I need to speak quick, because this is going to happen fast. Probably, but we have Mr. Peabody on that skiff right now. Under the...
Mr. Peabody, what a dick.
Yeah, absolutely. He slept the whole way here and didn't even try to make small talk. But, he asked us for help to rid this cave. Whatever's in this cave. But we didn't realize he was allied with Wildsbane. Kind of a on-again, off-again enemy of ours here the past few weeks. So, I'm stumbling. But, anyway, if shit hits the fan, we plan on attacking them, and we could use backup if that is the outcome.
And stepping out from a really skinny cactus out of nowhere, you see Corporal Kane. Assistance in attacking the Orange faction. How diabolical.
It's just diabolical enough for you to be into it, right?
Oh, well. And the white faction guy's like, whoa. No, I'm not part of this. I'm not. And he walks away.
Corporal Kane, we also intend to keep that map that Body has.
We have a very small force here. First of all, the white faction would not participate in any bloodshed, and they have a very, very large force. And you say you have the map already?
We intend to retrieve the map.
No, we have the map already.
Oh, yes, we have the map. Excuse me.
I handed the map to you, actually.
I have the map right here in my hand.
Excellent. And why can I have it to bring to our Empress?
If you help us dispose of each team. Also, how can we convince White to help?
They're pacifists. They will not engage in bloodshed. That's kind of why we let them hang out here.
Either way, my friends are about to show up over there any minute now. Any second now, really. And we need the allies. There's not going to be a better chance. They think we're there to help. It could be a surprise attack. The less numbers will work in our favor with the element of surprise.
There is also the issue of the beasts in the cave that have been decimating these Wildsbane forces. You see, the Orange faction tried first, and they failed, and the Wild's Bane have been trying, and they've been so far unsuccessful, and that's why they've come to you.
What is in the cave?
We do not know. We do not know. But they did say, I was in the meeting, they did say either wrangle and tame or kill. So there is a chance of possible help and aid from the caves too, which could help balance the scales, and we'd be happy to engage and help. As long as we have it on our side, guaranteed victory.
Alright, if I can tame the beasts, then you help me attack. Then, if we are victorious, you get your map.
Indeed.
Alright, shake my hand, hurry, I have to run very fast.
Oh, I do not touch hands.
Fist bump, elbows, something.
I will nod gently at you.
Okay, and I'm gonna start booking it back towards the
Okay.
skiff.
So while this has been happening, the rest of the party had pulled up in front of the Orange and the Wild Bane camp, and walking out, like kicking the door open of his stall. Ooh, what a good little nap there in the hay. You gotta love a hangover nap. Anyways, we're here. Follow me, friends, into the camp, into the depths to fight the beasties.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Peabody leads you guys through his camp. He leads you to the largest of the tents in the camp. People are kind of staring at you. The Orange faction soldiers look impressed. They look, they really are happy to have the help, and you guys kind of stand out to them as an elite force. The Wild's Bane, they're distrustful of you. They're not so accepting of you be walking through their camp. And when you walk into the largest of the camps, Mr. Peabody beckons towards the tall, lean, skinny, like twig-like folk man standing there with a curled mustache. Richard! Oh, I'm back, Richard. Friends, this is Richard Biscuit. He is the Wild's Bane leader of the Quelia chapter. And Richard looks to all of you. Bonjour. And so, who are we there? Being introduced to the leader.
Just
Do
some
they
helpful.
look like they recognize us?
Do they look like they recognize you?
Yeah.
Roll insight.
Nat 1 for 5.
Oh god. Can we all roll insight? Because this was also on August's mind.
Are you even there?
Sure.
Oh, am I
Yeah,
here? Did I catch up?
You're not there. No, August, you're not
Okay.
Uh,
Never mind.
Lynette-
uh, yeah. There we go. 21.
Linnea, you believe that they recognize you. Agathor, you know that they don't seem to recognize your faces immediately.
We're here to. Hold on. What exactly did they say again before we roll the insight checks again?
Who are we being introduced to?
My name is Avon Gyro, and I am here to speak with the leader of the Orange faction.
Mr. Peabody looks at you. I'm the representative for the Orange faction here. Avon. I don't believe that's why you were here.
Well, no, I know, but something you said earlier in town piqued my interest. That's all. You had.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
we are here to help deal with your issue. So you're trying to subdue something in the cave? Yes?
We are, yes, we.
Do you have any information on what is in there?
We just keep sending men and they do not return.
Hmm. Not returning men is an issue for scouting.
Yes, we. Mr. Peabody pipes up. So we just thought we'd just send you in. You could just accomplish this task for us.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess we better get started.
All right, both of you roll me perception checks.
Oh, I love having perception. 15.
That's not bad.
22.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Linnea, you see, or both of you will see, there is on a board. There's a pinned map. It looks identical to the one you guys are currently in possession of, with all the same caves crossed off except for this Mortem cave. Different from your map, however, Agathor, you would see that in the center of the desert there seems to be a tower, and it is labeled Biblioteca Scientia.
What? I would see what now? A tower, what?
That's labeled Biblioteca Scientia. The
thing
Library
you
of
know,
Science.
or yellow faction one. Or, yeah.
Okay. I didn't understand what neither one of y'all said because y'all spoke at the same time.
The thing that the other faction is looking for.
Oh, and I just see it out in the desert.
No, you see it on a map.
Oh, I see
On
it.
a board.
Oh, on a board. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because man, those people must be blind.
Remember when earlier you said you weren't paying attention when Agathor's not involved? I feel like that was the truth.
No, Agathor is involved though.
Well, that's even worse then.
I never said I was smart. God.
To be fair, you did make a big show of Agathor not being involved in the conversation at the table.
So, you see that this is not the location you guys actually need to be going to for the library that you're looking for.
Okay.
And from what I see on the board, or the map of the board, or whatever, do I think if I were to look at another map of the area, I'd be able to point out where I saw the tower at?
That might take a wisdom roll. See if you can memorize it.
Yeah, I'd like to attempt to at least try to memorize it. Could be useful. Wisdom. Just straight wisdom, right?
Sure.
And it's only 9.
Yeah, feel like you wouldn't be able to get a very accurate... You know it's in the middle of the desert. Beyond that...
I did not see the location.
No, you just saw that it's the same map that you currently are holding.
Okay.
So are we being... Alright, you saw that now. Anyways.
August, at this point, you're approaching the camp, and once again, there are guards there. Who goes there?
I'm with the Mr. Peabody. I had to stop and use the restroom, but I'm here to help with the cave.
Roll me persuasion.
Oh God, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. That's what the DM said. That's what the DM wants.
Hold on. I got a 14, which is very respectable for August.
Okay. Mr. Peabody, huh? Prove to
Yeah.
me that you know Mr. Peabody.
Uh, I just met him. He slept all the way here on a skiff with the camels in the hay bales. I get the feeling he sleeps a lot.
That is Mr. Peabody. Okay. Go on in there in the big tent.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Peabody, a known sleeper.
But like, what if he's a sleeper agent? Gasp.
Oh my god. Alright, so you can make your way through the camp. The rest of you guys are still in the tent with Richard, basically. And you see the map. So you are to go inside the cave and take care of the beasties. Oui?
Yes, yes.
Yes. If you don't mind me asking, something just caught my eye. I've heard like my parents have told me legendary stories about a lost structure in the desert with that name, and I point at the map. And I point at the thing on the map that I saw.
Alright, Linnea, you would also see this now. This would be being pointed out to you. So you could also roll me wisdom to see if you can memorize where this would be on your map.
That's a 6.
Nope. Middle of the desert. That's all you can tell.
Am I in the room by now?
Not yet.
Could you tell me more about it? Or is that private information? In which case I understand if you deny.
Mr. Peabody runs up to the map and he starts trying to pull it down, but he's too short. August, you walk in as Mr. Peabody is attempting to pull down the map. Roll me your wisdom at disadvantage.
Okay, hot dice. Hot dice. Okay, the first one's a natural 20, but you said disadvantage.
Yep.
Ooh, what's my wisdom? Huh. The plus 3? The 15. 12 plus 3 is 15.
Okay. You feel like you would be able to get a pretty accurate telling on your map where this would be without having to take this map. Obviously, this map would be most accurate, but you think you could get a general kind of ballpark distance. Really narrow it down on your map.
Gotcha.
And Mr. Peabody rips down the map. This ain't enough for your eyes. I heard your other deal with the Yellow Faction. I'll be no part of it.
Well, we're just here to go into the cave and figure out what's going on, so can we just go do
Who are
that?
you? Oh, sorry, no. Mr. Richard goes, oh, who are you? Where did you come from?
I had to stop and use the restroom, but I'm here to help with the cave.
This is our
And
pet rabbit.
your pet rabbits. And
I
what
don't
are
like
you
them.
named, pet rabbit?
My name is Alan.
Alan. What a peculiar name. And you there, sweetheart.
Um,
Triple A.
did Yotisa go with us?
Yeah, your Tisa's with you guys as well.
Linnea would lean closer to Yotisa, kind of wrapping her arm around her, like, my name is Lily. And squeeze her shoulder to make sure she understands not to say a word.
Yeah, Tisa kind of just bows her head, kind of like in submission. Lily, Alan, and Avon. Okay, you're the heroes, apparently. Alright. Go into the cave and take on your worst nightmare.
We will take our leave then. And I will back away, bring Yuji so that others can follow.
Yep, I get out of there as soon as they tell us to go.
Okay. And you guys can make your way, as people are watching still, as you make your way through the camp towards the mouth of the cave.
When we're are we alone when we're thinking about the cave?
When you get to the mouth of the cave, yes, there is. Everyone's kind of like standing in a semicircle around, watching because they're like, "Oh, new people are going in," kind of thing. They're all whispering, and you can see them exchanging money, like they're taking bets. And you guys approach the mouth of the cave. It's just darkness beyond. The smell of rotting corpses, and yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to say?
Like to each other or to the group?
To each other.
Oh yeah,
I
on the way
I
in.
felt like
In front of
Linnea
people.
wanted to say something.
No, she was going to talk to Yotisa for a moment, but after we're away from any listening ears.
Yeah, that I
so
want to wait.
you're far enough away that they're not listening to. They can't hear what you're saying. They're all talking amongst themselves. There's a murmuring amongst the crowd. They can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So I know that you're about peace between all the groups, but I know the allies of the Orange faction that the Wildsbane. They're probably the ones that are against your goddess.
Yeah, they've worked against other gods in other countries that we've been into already. I've also kind of made a deal with the White faction that if we can tame this beast, or not the White faction, I'm sorry, the Yellow faction, that if we tame these beasts or this beast, that they will ally with us and potentially removing the Orange faction.
This is it's not bad news, for one thing, but I'll let you know there is many more Orange faction members out there than just these ones here. It's not the entire faction is in this one location.
Well,
So
it's at least a start, right?
just I absolutely just I have to remain neutral. I'm not. I don't want to take one side versus the other. So if it comes to a fighting amongst my people, I will not. I'll not participate in that. I can help you in the cave against whatever comes forth there, but beyond that, I'm not able to help. I will not slay my own people or do harm to those of Qualia. So if that's what it comes to, I hope it's not. I hope it's not, but that could be the case. Yes, as you have pointed out.
I
But
understand.
there are more than just the orange faction here. There are more than just the yellow faction here. There are battles raging all over Quelia between these.
Hopefully, if it does come to that, they'll have the sense enough to step down and only Wildsbane will remain.
That is a possibility too.
You didn't sound very confident when you said it, but I'll stay optimistic.
Well, they're both factions, yellow and orange. They're bloodthirsty. They look for the fights whenever they can get them. So I'm not optimistic.
Mhm.
But for now, we
Well,
must head into the depths of the
let's
dark.
focus on the cave.
And as you guys enter into the cave, we will take a break.
Yay!
We'll be back in 10 minutes, did he? 10 minutes?
Sure, something like that.
Alright, we'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, and welcome back to Fate and Folly, the Chosen Ones. Our party has now gone through the Orange and Wildsbane camp and are heading into the entrance of the cave, Mortem. I do not know what awaits the, but they're ready. They descend to the
At
darkness. Does
the
anyone have dark vision?
I do.
Yes.
Dude, I just
Does
got
our
120 feet of it, actually.
I don't know if I do.
Yeah, I just got 120.
you're a Harangon, right?
I am. I do not have dark.
Funny, because I think Yutisa has dark vision except for August.
All right, we'll light a torch.
No. Not now.
Yeah. I mean, we might as well.
But
We're gonna have to see anyway.
Even if we have dark vision, if it's completely dark in here, we still have disadvantage in all perception checks.
I was also gonna say the
skill issue.
the very first sign of like animal tracks or viscera or anything related to animal like stuff at all in this cave, I want to do a survival check to see if I can like identify what it might be.
You would definitely need a torch lit to be able to notice that then.
Yeah, I'm lighting a torch then.
August, roll me your survival check then.
That is 17. Did I cut out or did y'all
You
get quiet?
can. No, I got
Oh.
a 17. So you can see the tracks of. It looks like it's definitely movement of a creature of some kind. Not typical tracks you're used to. They're kind of like big spikes that kind of dig into the ground.
No.
So unlike anything I've ever seen.
No, not to the scale. Definitely not.
They're giant worker ants.
I'll perhaps I'll
Yeah, that's
look to the
immediately
rest of
my
the group
thought.
and say, so like tracking and knowing nature and animals is like my whole thing. I recognize this track at all. I've never seen this before.
Hmm. Well, I mean, looking at it purely from a technical standpoint, how many fingerprints does it have? Like, how many furrows does it dig per step?
That's difficult because there's a lot of them. So it's not like you can
Uh,
tell there's a. It's like it's been shuffling around here, so you just see it all over the place. You don't know exactly is
Yeah.
Can I
making this.
roll a perception to see if there's like any other signs of animals, like if there's any web around or if there's like any discarded food it might have eaten or some scat perhaps?
Sure.
Uh 8 plus 11 is 19.
You do find droppings. Again, you cannot recognize what this would belong to.
Oh, also, I clarifying, I'm not. It's not a torch I have. It's dancing lights. It occurs to me I have that
A spell or a cantrip?
cantrip.
Okay, nice. Is that the 3 light thing?
4 torch-sized lights or a glowing person-sized form.
Right, and you can kind of like have it float around wherever you want it to, right?
Yeah. So I just have the 4 torches kind of floating around us, one each.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you notice this is what you notice then, August. Yeah, it's abnormal to you.
Should all try to be stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
that's the case, then everyone's got to roll me stealth while they go into the cave.
I'm going to use my ability to turn invisible.
You know, that's a very good point. I'll use my once-a-day casting to turn invisible.
To get advantage on my stealth roll.
I will do a 21 stealth roll without any advantages and going invisible.
Even with
Cool.
being invisible, with its advantage we're going with, right?
I got a dirty 20.
I get a 14.
Ooh.
I rolled a 3.
My first roll was a natural one, so I'm glad I decided to go invisible.
My second roll was a nat 1.
So, Tisa got a 3 for a total of 8.
That's my girl.
Fantastic.
So, like, she's, like, coming up behind you guys as you're, like, stealthing through and everyone's semi-successful, you know. There's, like, the gentle kind of, like, you can hear the dripping of water throughout the cave, so you're muffled by that at the very least as you're moving through the sandy bottom of the cave. And as soon as you get to where the sand ends and you get to the rocks, your Tisa goes over a rock and kind of stabs into it like a Lego brick. And she just goes, "Bloody hell!" and he yells. And there's an echo throughout the cave.
Drop invisibility, just
after-
kind of pat her on the shoulder. There.
After looking into my invisibility thing a little bit further, it only lasts till my next turn, so August just does like a deep sigh and drops his invisibility.
Oh, right.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
Everyone?
I'm still staying
Yep.
stealth. I'm not being stupid and dropping my... I'm still sneaking even though everyone else is being stupid.
I got a
11.
19.
And that's a 15 from my perception. Man, I'm not rolling well today. I'm really not. My bonuses are carrying me hard.
Yeah, so I kind of just keep the lights from floating around Agathor's if he wants to stand back in the darkness. Though, most likely anything down here has dark vision, and we'll just spot him anyways.
Alright,
Question
so Agathor, you said you're standing back?
Yeah, I'm not revealing myself like everyone else. I'm staying hidden.
Okay. So everyone else is kind of gathered more to where Utisa is, and you're kind of like the one taking up the rear.
Yeah.
Out of the light. Okay. So who got above 15 for their perception in the front crew?
I got
did.
an 11.
I got
Yeah,
a
Heron gone.
August?
19.
Yeah, I got 19.
Sorry, I can hear you. Agathor, what'd you get in the back?
15.
Okay. So August, you can hear the distinct kind of clacking of something heading your way, in the shadows. Agathor, you feel yourself sinking into the sand. You need to roll me a strength saving throw.
Strength save.
Agathor is good at those.
Wrong Agathor.
Yeah, this is our charisma to damage guy.
Yeah, that's
Agathor
that's
is good at those.
He has a +1 for 12.
You needed to get a 14. So you fail. So you end up sinking down into the sand, and you are now incapacitated. Oh, sorry, you're restrained.
I was gonna say that's very different.
was looking at the wrong page for this one. But yeah, you are now restrained.
Well,
I'll also let everyone know while this is happening in a real low voice. There's something coming towards us. Be ready.
Hey, I'd like to take this moment to cast a spell if I can.
Okay.
How big is this cave? Did
Like 40 feet high?
Oh, okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm going to cast Summon Draconic Spirit at 6th level. So there is now a large green dragon that I have summoned.
Is Esmeralda out right now?
I mean, she can get out if she wishes, but Linnea has her in the bag of holding.
As soon as a green dragon appears, she's immediately jumping out of the bag of holding and is like standing and staring in awe at this green dragon.
They can talk. It's
I
an
would
intelligent
also,
dragon.
I would also like to take the time to cast a spell and
Okay.
cast spike growth in the passageway in front of us and just kind of brace behind it. So a 20-foot radius circle of spikes just grows.
That's mean.
So that, yeah, it's not very nice, but if these things have like spider climb or whatever, it might not matter. So, and then I'm
So
just
as
gonna
you
have,
guys,
I'm just gonna knock an arrow and hold position after that.
so you can see from the darkness emerging towards you on its 8 insect-like legs is a giant scorpion.
I was close.
Oh, close, very close.
And it stops before the spikes. It then begins to crawl around to the roof of the cave and crawls so it's above you guys.
Damn, I bet you it didn't have spider climb until I just said that. I mean, if there's a scorpion coming at us, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Have one roll me initiative.
Okay.
I don't think August
16.
feels the same way about insects as he does about mammals, but I guess we're about to find out.
You said 16, Linnea?
Yes.
30-20.
Agathor?
say again. I thought. Wait, I'm able to make a roll. I thought I was restrained.
Initiative.
Oh right, yeah. Do I have disadvantage because I'm restrained or no?
No. That is not what Restraint does.
14. 14.
August, what is your dexterity?
I believe it is Mac +5. It is indeed +5.
So I'm just reordering. I'm just writing the initiative down right now. Just so you know, August, you're going to be going first, so just get your idea for your first,
You're not gonna believe this, City,
move.
but I'm gonna shoot arrows
Oh.
at it.
Alright, then give me, almost done writing it all out. All right,
Would one
August. Yeah.
say,
So in front of you stands the scorpion, or sorry, above you is the scorpion. So you want to shoot at it?
yeah, would one say that our thirst for power and knowledge has trapped us in this situation?
I don't know.
Just I was just curious. Yeah, I'm gonna take some shots at it. First one is a 19. Second one is more than 19.
That one doesn't hit.
The third one is also more than 19.
That
Since
one
I
also
have
doesn't
my
hit.
mechanical on. Let me
It's
see
a
what kind of
special
damage.
monster where you have to hit the exact armor class to hit it.
That is a real thing, I'm pretty sure, on some monsters.
No, that's
Okay.
not the case. You hit all three.
On the first hit, I am going to bonus action mark it. So that is 10. 22 fire damage on the first hit. Eight. 19 fire damage on the second hit. And then 20 fire damage on the third hit.
Um,
What was that?
damn.
Yeah, this bow and arrow is much stronger now that it shoots a third time. That ends my turn, though. I am now going to send Rocky, who has a climb speed, to do 2 attack.
It's 40 feet up.
Hey, Rocky has 60 feet of dark vision. I could have just looked through him. Rocky has exactly 40 feet climb speed.
That. All right, yeah, you can go up there.
I'm going to say that this is a charge attack, because he's going to move at least 20 feet for the first one. Ow. I doubt either of those is going to hit. The first one is a 12. The second one is lower than that.
Nope, don't hit.
Alright, that completes my action economy.
What's in the front of your between you and Linnea?
What?
Like, if you had to, you guys were walking forward in a line. In the back, in the very far back, is August. Right in front of that would be Yotisa. So who out of you and Linnea is in the front?
Linnea is physically next to Yotisa with a hand on her shoulder.
Okay, so August, you're in the front. August, you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution, that is a 16.
There's no effect.
Okay, well,
But
I feel
August
like I barely
and
touched that.
August and Linnea, you guys can roll me a perception check.
I got a nat 1 for a total of 12.
Love that. 1 second. I got a 22.
Oh, thank you for picking up the rare August perception slack.
August, you have no idea what's going on in the darkness. Linnea, you, being more aware now, trying to protect your Tisa, you can hear that there is something moving in the distance, coming from one of the kind of the similar direction where the scorpion had come from initially. Now just kind of the outskirts of those spikes.
So more than one scorpion. Got it.
Yeah.
Not that I know that.
Then
No.
it is now Linnea. It's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have my new dragon companion, the Sun Spirit, go fly up and attack that thing.
The scorpion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
So a 12 does not, and a 20 does. Got it. Give me a saving throw. DC 17 of the dexterity variety.
Such a weird way of saying that. That
I'm never saying
is
it's the same again.
19.
That passes it, so it takes 31 damage total. 15... first attack is 15, third attack is 15, and the breath attack is 1 poison, after being halved.
Start is 31?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who has plot point?
I do.
Okay. So your dragon flies up and does some serious damage. This scorpion is barely holding on. You still have do you have a bonus action still? Yeah, you do.
That wasn't even my action. That was just the dragon.
Oh shit! The dragon has its own actions. You're right.
Yes.
And you still have Esmeralda.
Yep. I'll just have Esmeralda fly up and go attack it as well. She can follow suit. Green dragon, wormling. Oh, all right. I have a sheet for that. Or now.
The cone attack, or is she doing a bite?
She'll do a bite. 15 to hit. You said meets it, beats it?
Yep.
9 damage. 8 piercing, 1 poison.
It is, so Esmeralda kind of flies up, and she goes right to the face of the scorpion. Oh, you know what? Let's make it cool. Esmeralda goes up and, bites right at the base of the tail, ripping off the stinger, which she, swings around and skewers into the head of the scorpion, that then plummets down to the ground, crashing just between you guys and your spike strip that you've set up, and bursting into little gooey pieces. And Esmeralda's looking at your green dragon, kind of wagging her tail in triumph.
Green dragon pats her head with a single claw.
August feels very conflicted. He wants to think that was really, really cool, but at the same time, he feels like he should be sad.
Linnea, what are you doing?
I mean, there's no more visible enemies, right? I just know there's more coming.
You just know there's one more in front of you, yeah.
I'll let everybody know, hey, there are more coming. Be on your guard. Does Commanding Esmeralda take my bonus action?
No, Esmeralda has her...
Okay.
No, crap. I can't remember now if that was just a demon thing that she got, or... Well, whatever, we'll allow it to be its own action now.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Bonus
Speaking
action.
of which, it's a good thing that Rocky missed both times, because I technically shouldn't have been able to do that. That's supposed to use my bonus act, but I had already used it that turn. Oh, no harm, no foul. This time.
Mantle
What was
of
your
Majesty.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Everybody will get the 11 temporary hit points. Oh, no, sorry, not that one. That's, Shit, where is it? Oh, Mantle of Inspiration. Yes, everyone gets the 11 temporary hit points. And you can move if you wish to. Including Yotisa.
Can Agathor attempt to end his restrained condition, since he has the ability to move?
No.
Okay, I'm done.
Yotisa's turn. Yotisa is going to... She's going to stay next to Linnea. Not necessarily needed to engage in combat. She's just going to have her bow drawn, arrow knocked, and ready to attack in case of someone coming near. Agathor, your turn. You need to roll me another strength saving throw.
Yay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
How far away is the closest person or closest creature to me? As I'm slowly falling down.
Depends on how far that light hits if you want to stay in the darkness. How far does that light reach? 30 feet?
I have 120 feet of dark vision.
I think technically the lights are concentration, so I think the lights are gone actually. Just occurred to me.
Yeah, but when they were active, how long could they reach? Like how far was the light able to reach from them?
Oh, they're only a 10-foot radius apparently.
Oh, okay, so Agathor, you could have been basically anywhere 20 feet behind them in pretty well darkness, but how far back would you have been? That's basically it. You had to, at the very least, you had to be 20 feet behind them.
Yeah. I'm cool with saying 20 feet if you are.
I think you're
Alright.
closer to Linnea and
Yeah,
Snake
Yotisa.
than you are to.
Then, shoot, it's up to you if you allow me to do this, but there's no way. I've been reading and there's nothing on, my things that specifically say I have to do a reverse somatic component for this to happen. I'm going to place a seal on Linnea and use my reaction to teleport to her.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you could do that. I was over here feeling slightly gratified that somebody would miss a bunch of round of combat. But
Nope, just you.
it's me, huh? You know, in retrospect, I realized that I had taken Misty Step with one of my feats.
Yeah. I don't think that necessarily helps your being charmed
It wouldn't have-
part, but
Yeah, it would have helped with the vines. Or the arms of Hadar, whatever the hell was holding me down.
if it was darkness of
Anyway.
Hadar, you couldn't have. But
Sorry, I went on a tangent. It's Agathor's turn.
That is my turn.
Thor, as you teleport away, you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Save 7. Oh, God, that's a 13. Rolling so
Alright.
low.
Agathor, so as you teleport away, you spawn like right next to Linnea, and you are bleeding from your calf, and you're just excruciating pain as you look down, and from this kind of puncture wound, you have this kind of irradiating darkness within your blood vessels, kind of irradiating from within you, and you take You take 15 piercing damage,
You
and
cleared your
10,
throat and I heard. Oh, sorry. 15 and 10. Sorry.
15 piercing damage and 10 poison damage, and you are now poisoned.
When you cleared your throat and made the F sound, I thought you were about to say 50. I thought you were doing that for dramatic effect.
Dang. I really did too. So I take 15 damage. Alrighty, good to know. I'm fine.
15 piercing and 10 poison, and you're now poisoned.
15 piercing, 10 poison, so 25 total. Got it.
Yes, and you're now poisoned.
Alright. And poison gives me disadvantage on everything, right? I'll look it up, don't worry about it. It's fine.
I think so.
Yeah, being poisoned sucks.
Oh, you know what
You
occurs?
can also
Yeah,
continue to take damage.
I'm resistant to poison. Yeah,
That might be
disadvantage on
relevant,
attack rolls and ability checks.
but not saving throws.
Not saving throws.
That could be an important distinction.
That'd be very, very mean if you get disadvantage on saving throws from being poisoned, so it makes
Yeah,
it even harder to succeed from the saving throws for poisoned.
Agathor, your ability to use your teleport, that is a bonus action, right?
Yep, that's my bonus action and my reaction use right there. Unless me trying to
Okay, so then you already used your action for the,
to attempt to break free, yes.
that was your action, so that's your turn. Okay, well that would have been that turn. Not doing it anymore. Okay, so back to the top of the round. It is now August.
Okay, and I don't have dark vision, so I don't see anything right now, huh?
Ah, you do not see anything because the lights have gone out because Linnea cast a different spell.
Yeah, that's
Rocky
concentration, sorry.
has dark vision for 60 feet. What does he see?
How far out does your spikes last?
40.
How far out do they go, or how long does it last?
Far out do they go? Sorry, from you.
Up to 60 feet, I believe, but I'm pretty sure I said 20
What?
feet in front of us.
No, it's 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet away from you. That's how far they go.
Just on the edge of, because if you said 20 feet in front of you, then it's 60 feet total. So right on the edge of the spike strip, Rocky would see there's something moving, but he still also cannot see exactly what it is.
I am just gonna have Rocky move back to me, and I will ready an action. I will pull out my short sword, and if anything hits me, melee range, I will strike back. That is my readied action.
Okay.
That's it for me.
My turn?
I believe
Or Scorpion's turn, maybe.
it is, no, yeah, sorry, it is. To-do. Alright, everyone needs to. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God. Nat 20 for 22 for Linnea.
Oh, wow.
19 for August.
Esmeralda gets a 9.
Oh yeah, I guess that includes the animals too, huh?
Natural 24, 20
sorry.
for Agathor.
Just settle. A little bit more enthused, but a natural 20 there, Agathor.
Hey, Rocky,
Um,
a natural 20.
Wow, that's a lot. Sorry, is the Green Dragon Esmeralda, they're still up at the ceiling, right?
Yes.
Alright, so they don't have to make this Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's good because they both one rolled a 9, the other rolled an 8. So
No, they're 40 feet up.
yeah.
So they are okay for this round. So the rest of you passed. And Linnea, it's your turn.
All right. Do I have any indication that something just happened?
You have no idea.
Oh boy. Well, because my draconic spirit's a bit ahead, can it see the scorpion at the end of the spike trip?
Oh, sorry. You who? How? What do you? Sorry. How are you trying to see?
The dragon?
Your dragon is 40 feet up.
Yep.
And what's their distance for the vision?
They can see 60 feet, so they can see past the spike trip.
Yeah. So they would see a. I know that's not how D&D rules work, but the distance technically would be way too far for 60 feet. I know, but that's not how D&D rules work. So they have a 60-foot. They'd have to move forward towards the spike strip. Otherwise, they see just at the edge, just like Rocky did.
They'd see 20 feet past it.
No, because it's 20. The spike strip, the spikes are 20 feet in front of you, and then it extends 40 feet. So that's 60 feet total from where you guys are currently located. So I'm just saying he has to move forward slightly, and then he can see the 60 feet.
I don't know why. I thought the scorpion was above the spike strip, not above us.
No, I think this one's
He
just
was
on the
just right above you.
Okay. In which case, they can't quite see it, so both dragons will regroup at us to protect us from anything coming closer. And I will... You know what, I'll take pity on Agathor, they get a healing word.
How generous of you.
6 healing for Agathor, then roll.
Healing is healing.
Yep. And action, can I just light a torch?
Sure.
Cool. I'll light a torch and hand it to August.
I mean, I guess I'll take it. I usually do better with both of my hands. Oh wait, no, I'll hold the torch with my third arm, so both of my hands are still free.
Or you could toss it ahead of you. Honestly, lighting your spikes does not sound like a bad idea. I don't know, just something that there is light in front of you.
No, I'm gonna hold it with my robot arm.
Yep. And that is my turn.
Yortisa is going to just stand readying her bow still, waiting for whatever you guys tell her to do. If there's anything you want her to do in particular, or just stay there and ready.
Ready.
Okay.
We got nothing.
Agathor, your turn.
Alright, superior dark vision.
Shoot. Y'all got that. I'm just going to... Shoot, how far away is the scorpion again? From where I am, I'm standing next to Linnea.
There's something moving around 60 feet in front of you. You're on
There's
the spike.
also... I mean, I guess August wouldn't know this at all unless Agathor said something, but there's something in the sand pit as well, isn't there?
No, I was not told that. I was just told that I was just told that my foot hurt after I got out.
I think it's implied that you noticed something stabbing you in the pit, but
Yeah. I'm gonna use. Damn. Let's see. Well, I guess. Yeah, no one. Yeah, if what Linnea says is true, then I technically can't see anything if everything is dark. Which doesn't make sense because dark vision is supposed to allow you to see through the dark.
I mean, there's a torch lit now, so it's still low light, which is
Alright.
kind of how
So then do I see something?
dark vision.
So the thing that I hear within 60 feet of me, do I see that? Because I have 120 feet of dark vision.
You have a giant, you have a torch like right next to you that kind of negates the dark vision.
no. Unfortunately, that's not how it works.
That's how it works in real life.
Yeah,
the torch
but
next to you, you
because we're
can't see
humans
beyond the light.
Okay. The difference is, we have, as humans, have bright light vision. We don't see in dark. We adjust to low light, but these creatures could just see without any light. They're seeing with some senses that are not light-based.
But if there's a giant light next to you, that kind of just overpowers that. It's just my thought. It's just so bright.
No, because you're not looking with light.
The torch goes out for about 30 feet, right? If I'm correctly, that's how
It's
torches go.
20 feet bright light, 20 feet dim light.
So the torch goes out for 40 feet light, and then I'm looking past. So where the torch light would end, I'm still looking further past that.
Yeah. So the thing about dark light or low dark vision is it's typically not simply just you're looking with light. It's like infrared or some other sense that it does not care about light at all.
If it makes you feel better, I can move 40 feet forward first.
Yeah, then you would just be past the torch.
Yeah, I'll be at the very edge of it, and then I'll be able to see it with my dark vision anyways.
Just move 20 feet forward to get out of the bright light, so you're at the edge of the spikes. Then yeah, you'd be able to see across the spikes. That would appease my science brain.
Ooh. Can you give me an intelligence saving throw?
Why?
As I see it, Agathor's just gonna look at it. And realizing there's no point in activating a blade, there's no point in trying to cut it down. It's just a bug, and from what they're talking about, they're gonna try to subdue it. Wait, is this the thing that y'all want to try to subdue, or is that a different creature we're looking for? Oh, we don't know.
I mean, I think at this point it's fight or flight, so I don't think August is even thinking about subduing these things right now. He's thinking about survive.
Agathor is gonna pluck out an eyelash real quick, roll it up his fingers, and then you're gonna start seeing the eyelash turn to shadow, and then he's gonna chuck the small bit of shadow at the creature. It's gonna get all land on the head and start fading in and out. And I'm gonna cast my cantrip Mind Sorcery. I need the intelligence saving throw, please.
It's a 9.
That fails, so you will be taking level 11 now for 3d6 psychic damage. That is 11 psychic damage.
Not bad for a cantrip.
And then I'll make sure to remind you of it, but you will be subtract, I think it's like D4 from the next saving throw before the end of my next turn. So if anyone needs to make a saving throw, I'll make sure to keep it here out for them. Yeah, I'll roll the D4. You'll subtract that and we'll roll it.
What spell is that?
Mind Sliver, cantrip.
Sliver.
Anything
Every time
else?
I hear Mind Sliver, I think of Chris Angel just going, mine.
Anything else?
Nah, that's everything. Nah, I don't have.
Back to the top. August.
Okay, so the torch is giving me about 40 feet of light, enough to see. Would sharpshooter cancel out the fact that I can't see very well? I'm trying to see all my stuff, see if anything really helps me here. I am just gonna, with the torch in my hand, move up to the edge of the spikes. That way it's giving 40 feet of light, which should be enough to see it on the other side of the spikes. And I am going to take two shots since I have something in my arm, my other arm this time.
40 feet across, right? For the
Yeah,
spikes?
it's a 40-foot.
And
Yeah,
your light can go 40 feet.
right.
It's technically 41 feet away.
I'll take 2d4 damage to move 5 feet into my spikes then.
Okay.
Just sitting here, not attacking it, isn't going to get us anywhere. So, I take 5 damage. And, 2 shots. There it is. 9 plus 11 is 30, 20. 9 plus 11 is 30, 20.
Times.
Okay. 6, 12, 18, 16. 16 plus 12, 24 fire damage from the bow. As a bonus action, I will move Rocky over by Agathor and provide Agathor with the help action to try and cancel out the poison if he needs to make a roll. Because if Rocky doesn't attack, he can provide help, dodge, or disengage. So he is going to go help Agathor. And that's it for my turn.
One thing you would notice, Agathor being subdued in the quicksand, didn't really see the first battle and what was happening there. So when he pops out and now he's ready to fight, he went and fought this thing and did some attacks, seeing it, but not knowing what you guys had fought initially. August, you having fought the first scorpion, now having stepped into the spikes and can see what's in front of you, you recognize this is not a scorpion. This is in fact some form of lizard or reptile with many legs.
Gross. Can I do a nature check to see if I recognize it at all?
Sure.
Or have any information on it? Come on, hot dice, metal d20. Hey, natural 20. All you have to do is say hot dice before you roll, and you get a total of 25.
You immediately recognize what this is, and in so doing, having stared at it, realized, you made the worst mistake. You need to make me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a fucking basilisk. That's a 12. What happens with a 12?
Yeah. You are now starting to turn into stone, and you are restrained. You must repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn. On a success, it ends. On a failure, you are now petrified. So half your body is already turned to stone.
Can we at least say, with that natural 20, I would know how to subdue a basilisk? Or maybe some kind of information that would be helpful?
No, it's a basilisk. You would also know for its petrifying gaze, it requires its eyeballs. Or to be looking at you. You would know that if you don't look at it, then you don't have to worry about the petrifying gaze.
Yeah, that would be really helpful before I looked at it, huh?
It would.
All right. August, that is your turn, right?
Yep.
All right. Everyone but August needs to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled an 11.
Esmeralda and the dragon?
Oh, they have to roll it this time?
They are, because they're next to you guys again, and same with Rocky.
Oh, yeah. I'm not good at having a pet in D&D.
Esmeralda got a 10. The actual spell got a 19.
Anyone below a 13 failed. So that's a Linnea and Esmeralda. And what was your, what was Rocky?
15.
So, Esmeralda, Linnea, and August have failed. And you're now petrified.
What?
And on your... Well, you're restrained. And your next turn, at the end of your turn, you can roll to save from the petrification, or you will be petrified.
What's causing this? Okay.
Okay, that's... it's only part of its turn. Oops.
Wouldn't it be too far away for them to see, though? At least Linnea?
Apparently it's something to do with the ground.
Oh, true, there is quicksand as well.
Alright, yeah, so then it's now Linnea's turn. Linnea, you have your turn, and then you gotta roll to save a constitution again at the end of your turn.
Oh, right. Well, bonus action, I'm going to Bardic
you're-
Inspiration on Esmeralda.
Okay.
The Dragon Spirit is going to go attack that Basilisk.
Okay.
It can fly 60 feet.
Okay.
An 11 misses, but 15 and 20 hit. 13 damage, 16 damage, and a dex saving throw again.
Or 13 plus 16?
So we're at 29.
Is this the scorpion that you're shooting at?
The
And
dragon.
dexterity saving throw?
DC 17.
Is this
Oof.
is this the scorpion that's taking this?
There's no scorpion.
13.
It's a dragon. It's a
It's a
basilisk, sorry.
basilisk.
And that fails, so it takes 6 poison damage.
6 poison damage.
Oh, you should.
Alright. Okay. That's both. Sorry, did Esmeralda also go and attack?
No. I mean, she's gonna get off the ground, but she's kind of being restrained, so actually she can't.
Oh yeah, true. She's also restrained.
Fuck.
That's an appropriate response, I think. Just save. It's fine. Just save on the rolls.
Yeah, Con is not Linnea's best suit.
13 save for both Linnea and Esmeralda.
Well, now here's a question. If I cast Dispel Magic on myself, will it, get rid of that?
It's not a magical effect. No, it is. Is it? Is it? What is it? What does Greater Restoration do? Because that's what it says. To get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, Greater Restoration just removes conditions, I believe.
Probably with some other flavor text in there, here and there.
It undoes one effect that charmed or petrified, one curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item, any reduction to one of the target's ability scores, one effect reducing the target's hit point maximum. That's a 5th
Allow
level
you to
spell.
cast it. Allow you to cast it if allow you to roll at advantage for your
Okay,
con save.
but I'll absolutely cast it for advantage. Now, let's see. Oh, thank fucking God. So the first roll was a 9. The second roll was an unnatural 20.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you managed to break the petrification.
Esmeralda rolls a 13 plus Bardic Inspiration. Is a 13 enough to beat it?
Yes, 13's enough to beat it.
Okay. Plus like a D8 or something. Oh, a D10 now. Oh God.
That is your turn. You guys have relieved yourselves of the petrification. Your dragon has done some damage to the basilisk. And it's now Yotisa's turn. Now that you're free, she's like, so, do you want me to do anything? Now that you're taking care of it all yourself, apparently.
Well, the torch is now far enough. You can see it. Shoot it. Shoot the basilisk. Don't look in its eyes. I don't know it's a basilisk. Just shoot the thing.
Oh, shit. And,
Probably- I mean, August would have definitely warned everybody. I didn't say it, but August would have warned everybody to look.
Ah,
Not
yeah.
that it,
But you didn't say it. That's what I was going off of.
well, everybody
playing
knows
it.
now, so.
Now everyone knows. But I was playing it off as you hadn't. Okay. Ooh. That is a 24 to hit. And a 21 to hit. Beautiful.
Hit who? Who's getting hit?
Basilisk.
Basilisk is getting hit by
yeah,
Yotisa with her
I thought the basilisk
longbow.
attack was
Oh,
scared.
that's not really great.
Just get a magic longbow that does an extra D8 plus elemental damage.
9
As elemental damage, I should say.
plus.
Hey, Bunny Boy, you're okay, right?
Hopefully I will be soon.
Yes. That's 28 damage from Yotisa as well.
That's that's not bad at all.
No, it wasn't. The D8s were terrible, but her D6s were great. for the poison damage, which the scorpion would have been immune to, but not the basilisk.
Yeah, having dragons that deal poison damage is unfortunately not very helpful if they're immune to poison. But they're not, so whoop-dee.
Yep. The basilisk is looking very, very bad. Like Yatisa had 2 shots. The basilisk has many eyes, and she took out 2 of the eyes clean with 2 shots. It's looking pretty worse for wear. It is now Agathor. Your turn.
Alrighty. Just to confirm, I don't see any other besides the basilisk. I don't see any other walking enemies right now, do I? What?
No, you do not.
Okay, good. Alrighty then.
Alright then.
I think it's about time I try to.
Remember, whatever you do this turn, if it's an attack or whatever, you have advantage.
Yeah, I do.
Which in retrospect would have been really nice for me to have, but
Yeah.
too late now. I'll just pass it on my own. No biggie.
Okay. I think I am going to. That might be worth it. Actually, yeah, that would be worth it. Yeah, that would stop people from looking at it. Granted, they'd have disadvantage, but they wouldn't be able to see it. I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points, and an orb of darkness is just going to appear right on where the basilisk is as I cast the darkness.
Does that mean that your green dragon is also caught in that, Linnea?
Yeah,
But
Okay.
do they have blind sight?
they do actually. That is a good point.
Yeah.
It has 30 feet blind sight.
And because of how I obtained the darkness, I can see through my own darkness. So I can see through my darkness. Well, yeah. So darkness is made, and then I am going to, just because I'm curious, I'm just gonna send them. Wait, no, that'd be an action. Nope, that's the turn. I don't have clicking spells, so yeah, that's my turn. Yeah, that's the turn.
Okay.
It's the darkness. Actually, no.
Agathor,
Bonus
who's...
action?
Yeah.
Bonus action. Can I try and send one of my seals to where that sand pit was to see if there's a creature inside the sand pit?
Does your seal
Don't
have
you
to
have
be
to see it?
Oh, wait, hold on. Yep, nope. It says target I can see. Never mind.
Who is currently standing around Agathor? You're all still in a group together, right?
I'm fairly close to Agathor because I walked up to the spikes, and so did he.
Yeah, those two are like 20 feet ahead of us. Me and Yotisa.
Okay, so it's Yotitsa and Linnea are the ones who are at the back of the group right now.
And
And
Esmeralda.
Agathor and Esmeralda. Okay. Yotisa and Linnea and Esmeralda need to make me a strength saving throw.
Quicksand shit.
Oh, sand pit.
Nat 20 for Linnea.
Wow.
For
There's been
20.
a lot of nat 20s.
There has. It is
Right.
insane.
This is a very popular episode for natural 20s.
Esmeralda
Hopefully
got
next
a
episode.
6.
A 6, okay. And Yotisa got a 16. So,
Ooh.
Yotisa and Linnea managed to clamber away from the sands, but Esmeralda gets caught up, and she is now
Actually, wait,
restrained.
yeah, okay. I assume a 9 wouldn't pass either.
A 9? No,
Yeah.
would not pass.
Okay.
Okay.
Esmeralda confused screeching.
Now I'm sad.
Why?
Because you said Esmeralda confused scream.
Okay. And that's back up to the top for August.
I'm restrained, but do I get to do stuff and then try to save? Is that at the end of my turn or the start of it?
It's at the end of your turn.
Okay. I can't see the basilisk, but I know that it's inside that orb of darkness.
Yep, so it's
So-
disadvantage usually. Which is fine, because you would have disadvantage anyways.
I am scared. So I am going to shoot a lightning arrow at it, which I believe means it has to make a dexterity saving throw, if I remember correctly. Hold on. Have to look up lightning arrow. My internet's being slow.
Regardless, don't you have to still roll at disadvantage to hit?
Yeah.
Well, if it's a saving throw.
Yeah, if it's a saving throw, it doesn't matter. That's true.
Well, then I think it's a matter of advantage of the
Okay,
saving throw to
so-
see if you actually hit near them and they don't actually have to make the throw.
The next time you make a ranged weapon attack during the spell's duration, the weapon's ammunition, or the weapon itself, if it's a thrown weapon, transforms into a bolt of lightning. Make the attack roll as normal. The target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit, or half as much damage on a miss. So even if I miss, it's still going to take half damage.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
So I have
advantage, though.
disadvantage.
Yep. Uh, 10 plus 11 is 21. I assume that hits.
You hit.
So that is 4d8. No, not a d10. $18 lightning damage.
So you kind of shoot your arrow into the darkness. And it lands on the ground. You can see this electricity course through it, and it radiates up the skeleton of the basilisk. And you can see it like an X-ray, like zap, 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 and this basilisk kind of fries, and then it just collapses to the ground, dead.
I don't know if you're plotting anything, but if there are any creatures within 10 feet of that basilisk, it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
That would be the green dragon.
Oh, well. At least it's not Esmeralda.
Yeah. Dexterity
Plotting
saving
anything.
throw?
Yep.
DC 15.
5.
13 electric damage, lightning damage.
Technically, it has resistance, so it takes... Is it 6 or 7? Yeah, 6.
Green dragon takes resistance to lightning? Oh, it's a
I don't-
chromatic.
Yeah, it is just chromatic. It doesn't actually specify color. I am specifying because she makes it look like Esmeralda. To be a mentor for Esmeralda.
So the question now is, do I still have to roll the Constitution?
Oh, right, because it's the resistance that applies to you. You have poison resistance while you have that dragon out.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I used to cast this all the time as Horatio in that Arson's campaign. Now I'm losing track. Anyway, sorry.
Do I still have to save against the Petrify?
Yes. No. It's dead, so you're free.
God
Thank
damn.
God.
It can petrify us even without seeing us?
Bonus action. Oh wait, no, hold on. I think Lightning Arrow is a bonus action to cast
Most likely, yeah.
because it lets you make a regular. Yeah, never mind. That's the end of my turn.
Then the basilisk's dead. Linnea, it's your turn. Esmeralda is also free from the petrification.
There's still something in the sand that we don't know about.
Oh yeah, no, she's restrained because something's grabbing
Sorry.
her.
Yeah, right. Esmeralda is in the sand, restrained.
Can Esmeralda attack at whatever is grabbing her?
She can try. You gotta roll her attack bite at disadvantage.
That is a 7.
It's a mouthful of sand.
Flounder. Underground, so it's very hard to get an angle at. Big dragon's gonna fly on over. Can't do anything because it doesn't have the reach. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to Esmeralda again.
Esmeralda roll a strength for her action to get out of there.
I mean, she just attacked.
Oh, true. So she can't do that. That's right.
Can I try to drag Esmeralda out?
You would risk falling in yourself.
I don't
So
think Linnea cares.
You'd have to roll me a dexterity saving throw to see if you fall in, and if you don't, then you can roll me strength to pull her out.
Dexterity save, that's 24.
Okay. So you can manage to get a good foothold. Roll me strength to see if you can pull her out.
Unnatural 20.
Oh wow. Okay. You manage to start pulling her out, and you get her out of the actual quicksand. She's still held, but you can see that it is some kind of snake-like tail wrapped around her. But it is exposed. Okay. That is your turn then, Linnea, right?
Yep.
Yotisa's turn. Yotisa's going to immediately look to that and just shoot it twice with her bow. Boom, boom.
Yo, Issa, get him.
That is a 23 and a 16. Both hit. Damn, she is good. That is Oh! Yowza! Alright, not so good there.
Did you roll max damage?
On the first one, yeah. And then... Five... That's 39 damage from those two shots. right into it and
loud.
immediately releases the tendril releases, and Esmeralda is no longer restrained. And Utisa kind of looks to you, Linnea, and gives you a bit of a wink. Not so helpless after all, now am I?
Never said you were. Pats Esmeralda on the head. There.
Your turn.
Agathor?
Uh-huh. Yeah, come here. What's up?
You're sure.
Oh, they thought we all died. Okay. Well, Vasquez is dead. My darkness was useless.
It helped.
Nah, I mean, I guess it stopped. You didn't have to make another save against it, but still. I can't really move my darkness. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop concentration on darkness. Bonus action. Get 5 dice for a solo spell slot. Get back to sorcery point. And then action. Right now there's nothing showing up. How far away am I from this pit?
20 feet.
I'm gonna move 20 feet over to it. Pull out Lahama. And I am going to attack twice by shoving the hammer in the sand. See if I hit something.
Okay. You gotta roll. The first one you can roll normal. The second one you have to do a disadvantage because like this is the same time as the tail's kind of receding after your teeth is attacks.
And that's a dirty 20 to hit for the first one.
That hits.
Advantage, so alright, that's a 15 to hit for the second.
15 does hit.
Alright, so that's a hit. 36, 4. Do you need me to separate the damage? Because 1d6 of this damage is ice. Should I separate it?
It's fine. Put it all together.
Alright, so that would be 16, yeah, 16 for the first hit. 16 damage for the first hit. And 18 damage for the second hit.
Okay.
And then the Agler just sits there, ready to whack if something else comes back up.
Agathor, in fact, you can reach in and you can pull up half of a massive tail of a snake. It's frozen solid in ice. As you've done a serious blow to this snake that's below the surface.
Is it dead?
Is that your turn then, Agathor?
Is it dead? It's not dead, is it? Oh,
It's not dead?
Alright.
That's your turn?
Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, that's everything. I used everything. So yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Agathor, what's your AC?
7. Wait, hold on, wait. No, wait. I almost said 17. 16. It's not 17, it's 16.
So, erupting from the earth beneath you, as giant maw just envelops one of your legs
Wait,
and
did you
bites
say-
down
Did you say AC or spell save, DC?
your AC.
Oh, I misheard. Then it would be 17.
It doesn't matter. It was a 26 and a natural 20.
Ah, fair.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I'll roll damage in a minute.
Go ahead, bro. You think you're bad? Think you're bad? Think you're bad? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hit me, bro. I dare you.
You think this means anything? I'm about to show you what real.
Come on, bro. Hit me.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Do your damage, bro. Come on, bro.
Is the anticipation killing you?
Nah.
No, that's the damage. The anticipation's killing me.
Did everybody keep in mind that they got 11 temporary hit points?
I did not, but now I know.
Yeah, you had 11 temporary hit points. You would have been... You got Tisa, Agathor, Esmeralda, August. And honestly, the Green Dragon, she wouldn't have given it to herself.
How heroic.
Alright. Agathor. So leaping up from beneath you and biting down onto your thigh as it engulfs the lower half of your leg is a massive sand snake. And you take immediately off of these two bites that it kind of clamps down on you twice. You now take 74 damage.
Alright.
Make
I
me
feel like-
2 Constitution saving throws. DC 13.
You said 72 damage, right?
74.
74.
Who's counting?
Con save. 2 of them. DC 13. First one is a 17. Oh wait, no, I'm poisoned. Wait, no, it doesn't affect saving throws though. But it would have affected my attacks. And so. Second one's an 18.
You save. So you take only... You only take 6 more damage.
Alright. Just out of curiosity, you said it hit me twice. What was the
Yes.
What was the second hit?
Natural 20.
You crit it twice? Damn, okay.
No. 26 and then a natural 20.
Oh, 26 and another 20. Alright.
Okay. That is its turn. Back up to the top for August.
So, the sand snake is visible now.
Absolutely visible. It currently has your friend's leg in its entire mouth. As it's clamped down.
Agathor turns to you smiling. The club's mine.
You sure, buddy? You don't want a little bit of help?
Positive. He's just grinning ear to ear.
Not even like dragon?
Not even like cool snake versus snake?
The grin on his face, well, I guess everyone except for, well, no, the only one who would probably recognize this would be Linnea. Because Linnea is the only one here who's seen Agathor, his father, in combat before. This is very reminiscent of Agathor smiling in combat. You're seeing the bloodline shine through a little bit.
I mean, I guess August will respect his wishes, but he will send, Rocky to be beside him to give the help action again. And that's it for me.
Out of curiosity, how big is August? Is he a small-sized creature?
I believe medium.
Okay. Because that is a very important distinction.
It doesn't say. I'd have to look up Paragon. But anyway, that's it for me. Just gonna provide help with my anaconda.
Anaconda. Don't. Herringon
I
can be
was
either
gonna
medium
do it.
or small.
Okay, well, August is medium.
Okay.
Diddy, are you still there, buddy, old pal?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Linnea, it's your turn.
Okay. So you don't want any help? Not at all, huh?
He's not even, once after he finished saying that, he went back to paying attention to the creature. He's just smiling, laughing, and battling. Paying you no mind right now.
Oh, wait, can I at least say that I held an action for if Agathor goes unconscious, I would shoot at the snake.
Zero's turn, sure.
Bardic Inspiration on Agathor, and then I'm just going to climb onto the back of the green dragon. And gonna have it fly off the ground with Esmeralda also flying. I will also offer Yotisa to come up and join me on the dragon's back.
Yotisa will do that. That'll be for her turn as well. Agathor, your turn.
Take Bardic Inspiration, bitch. Choose to use it or not as a D10.
Also, you have the help action.
Bardic Inspiration. Hey, Bardic Inspiration is literally just for your allies saying, you can do it! So, you know...
She says it in the most sarcastic way possible, though.
You can feel that the magic barely came through.
It barely shone through, yeah.
You can tell she doesn't believe in you, but you want to prove her wrong, and that's why you're inspired. It's like, you bitch.
Yeah, I'm going to... Agathor smiling, hammer still in hand. Actually, doesn't the hammer have stuff it can do? Hold on.
August just kind of takes a seat by Linnea, and he's like, this is what he's been asking for. Maybe he just needed to get it out of his system.
Yeah.
Over your heads, Agathor.
I was just... Alright, yeah, just check some... Alright, yeah. So they have the help action for the first attack. That means the first attack is normal because I'm still technically poisoned. 20.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 15 hit for the first attack. Second attack, I have disadvantage. How big is your Bardic Inspiration die?
A D10.
So that is a 15 for the first, a 15 to hit for the first attack, and a dirty 20 to hit for the second attack. I rolled 6 on the bardic inspiration. And then for damage for both of those hits. Well, actually, no. Before all of that, bonus action places seal on them. Then do all of that. Bonus action seal, then hit. Or hit. And
Just say the big number.
hold on. I'm trying to do damage here. I'm gonna consume the seal for an extra 2d6 necrotic. Alright, in total, that's 35 total damage.
Damn, that's not bad.
And I heal 2 HP.
While what you're using your hammer again?
Yes.
So you smash down on the head of this snake, and you turn its head into ice, and you can kind of like crack it off, and then just rip the head off of your leg, and you have now defeated all of the enemies involved in this combat.
Yeah.
Boop, ba-da-dum, ba-boo.
He holds up the head and says, "Dinner."
August is once again gonna say a quick prayer to the Father of the Forest, just under his breath. Father, forgive me for the transgressions against the beast. We had no other choice.
Okay. Do you guys want to look around in the cave?
Yes, please.
I think August absolutely wants to see if he can get anything useful off of these animals, like a fang from the snake or an eye from the basilisk or something like the stinger from the scorpion, maybe.
So everyone roll me investigation.
Can I roll survival for what I'm doing?
Sure.
Okay, that's only a 10, but I have +7, so 17. Block, I feel you, buddy. My modifiers have carried me through most of the night.
11.
Natural 20 for 22.
Oh my god. Just as I was talking about modifiers.
That's
Agathor,
good
you
enough.
find during your search, you find a poison-resistant scale mail armor.
Oh,
And
that's
400
really cool.
and 400 gold. Linnea, you find 2 vials of poison, or you can collect 2 vials of poison. And
Neat.
then August, you have collected a basilisk, which allows you to cast Petrifying Gaze once per long rest.
Hell yeah. I know you just gave me the basilisk guy, but could I possibly also harvest the scorpion stinger to perhaps try to make like a poison sword at a later date?
Well, with your agreement, this is kind of the max loot you guys would be able to get away with taking. Anything else beyond that, the Wild's Bane and the Orange faction would want the rest of the loot themselves.
Oh,
Okay, fair enough. I would rather have the eye than the stinger.
Alright, so you guys have accomplished beating the beasts. You've looted the vicinity of the cave and have regrouped, and we are going to leave the session there. And next time, you guys can leave the cave and see what happens with the rest of the factions, and see if you guys can make it to the library as well.
My AC goes
But we are going to
down
call
one,
the session
but I
there.
have poison resistance. which is a win-win.
Very good cave, dark fight, scary.
Yeah.
It was fun. See everybody later.
Bye.
See you guys next
Goodbye.
Thursday.